Hello, everybody. Gonna do it.
Let's get it.
They're trying to tell us something. They have figured out the formula for chaos.
When the clock strikes 8:30, babe, time to head for Chris's house.
Hey.
Will the sun make it to the next round? Pot of thunder. Let's pot tonight. Come on, baby, let's pot tonight.
Give it up for Doc Gibbs and the Emerald Live Band, bringing it to you each and every week here on Pot of Thunder, the recognized symbol of excellence in rock and roll podcasting, brought to you by patreon.com/Pot of Thunder. I was looking at that. Oh, there's something for everybody. I was thinking of all the different people I know, and I said,
You should
for
You
him.
should send a message to everybody that you thought of. And say,
This is for
this
you.
is for you. Put them,
This is for your significant other.
because maybe they don't even recognize it themselves.
It could be it. It's one of those catch-all gifts. You know, oh, that would be good for that person. So there you go. Something for
Can
everybody.
we do gift cards?
I don't know. We should look
Does
into
Patreon
that.
do gift cards?
Let's find out. We're going to find out. If not, we're going to pitch that. I don't know. They should do a gift card. That would be nice. Anyway, I was thinking we should all get together,
I'm listening.
hands on one another's hips. And
Not on this.
Yeah, let's
well,
give Chris a little
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I'm not ready for that. Buddy.
I'm talking about everybody listening. We're all going to get together.
Okay, yeah.
We're all going to join the party on patreon.com/Pot of Thunder. Hands on hips. We're going to take a trip around the boat, and we're going to find out who I am. Yes, it's the Conga King of Northwest Indiana.
Let's get it, y'all.
Woo! Yes, it's your buddy Andy, America's little brother.
Full blown hunked out this week.
Yeah, it's a weird combination. I'm like half in character, half not in character. Came right from the beach, as you would expect. So,
Do they do conga on the beach?
I do.
Does this?
And they follow. I don't know if they do it when I'm not there.
I would
but yes.
imagine the sand kind of giving way as you're stepping on it. That could mess with one's rhythm.
That's true. But hey, we're not out there to impress anyone. We're out there to have a good time.
Oh, look
That's
at
what you're
that.
going to do on patreon.com/Pot of Thunder.
I'm about to
You're
get
gonna
my
love it.
wallet out.
Get your wallet out. There's something for everybody. Join the party, would you? And man, after the catastrophic automobile situation I encountered earlier today, we could use that money. So, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe, go check it out and help us out. And if you look behind me, who's that fella? Let's find out together. Wait a minute. Nick has entered the program with his clacking fan. Look at him. He's doing a fan dance for everybody.
How about it?
Oh, man.
Got to challenge yourself every week.
Yeah, we were just learning that certain news to us, but a certain type of fan dance no longer allowed on the Carnival cruises. We were curious what that even meant. Looked it up, found out, and Nick's doing it for you here. So maybe a show of solidarity to those who are upset that the fan dance is no longer allowed.
I
on
wonder if
certain
you can do
cruises.
it on the Kiss Cruise, the upcoming Kiss Cruise.
The landlocked Kiss cruise. Is
Yeah.
is the clacking
Is a fan dance allowed?
where them fans at? I don't know.
If it is allowed,
Then
I
that's the place
expect
to do
many
it.
of the listeners to be in attendance doing this fan dance.
Can a get a fan dance will be the theme song.
That would be. Is Kiss going to play that? Who's going to play it? Some kind of tribute act featuring Todd Kearns. I don't know who's going to be there. We'll find out. those who are going will
This-
have to be our reporters on the ground.
Yeah, I'm
This is
hoping it
nice.
happens. I'm sure there are Kiss.
I will get some
fans.
intel from Jericho and PJ, and I find it very interesting that on the night when Kiss is playing Electric, the support acts are Sebastian Bach and Quarantine. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic backstage. Jericho and Bach have taken
right.
shots at each
Yeah,
other
this
in
is
the,
true.
I forgot about
in the
yeah.
music media.
Will
that's
George
cool.
Lopez be there? Will he be sleeping all by
Hope so.
himself?
I didn't even realize Kiss was playing Electric. Are they playing?
That's what it said
It's
on the bill.
unmasked though, right?
Yeah,
I think
But
that's
is-
what they're promising.
Is it the full band now?
Singer's still not listed.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Your buddy.
Well, maybe they don't want him there.
Well, clearly they don't. Otherwise, he would be on there already. I wonder. We still haven't gotten any intel about that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe when is that coming up? Pretty soon?
I thought it was in November.
Oh, it's a while.
Is it around the same time as it usually is, like Halloween time?
I think so. I think it's later in the month. Seems like, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, go listen to a Kiss podcast if you want that information.
We don't know anything here.
Even when we were a Kiss podcast,
Didn't
we
know
we wouldn't
anything.
have had anything for you.
Nope, we'd just be asking and then not answering. What's going on? When's that going to be?
What is this now?
Yeah, November 14th through the 16th. So
Okay. Can't make that one, but hey,
yeah,
enjoy yourselves.
Singer is still not listed anywhere.
Curious what's going on, but
Maybe they gave him, as Joe Elliott said on the Def Leppard Behind the Music, the Spanish Archer, the elbow.
That's what that.
That's
I
what
missed that
Joe
part.
Elliott said about Pete Willis.
wow,
And I always thought that Joe Elliott, what a cut up.
that's kind of
That one takes a few seconds.
Yeah, I missed that line. That's not a bad line.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
mind that. Better than this fucking clueless whining about things in the classic albums episode. They're talking about the gods of war. And I was shooting those memes around for a while. I don't know why you're making these missiles, but they can only end in catastrophe or whatever. And he's got, the pink Ozzy Lennon glasses
Yes.
on. It's like, dude, just be quiet. Get off camera at this point. You're ruining it for me.
all right. Well, you know who you're ruining it for. He's talking, but hey, you want him? We got him.
Can have it every day, yeah. Can have it. Get out of my way, yeah. Fuck you.
Put your hands together for the breakout star of the podcast medium, Chris Al's here.
Yeah, I'm not on the list either. Me and Eric Singer have been blackballed from that event.
Not invited, huh?
Nope.
Not at least for drumming
I
purposes.
keep checking my spam folders. There's nothing there.
Maybe background vocalist. Maybe you'll contribute something. I don't know.
I think certain people are worried that I'm going to become a lead vocalist at their
Wow,
expense.
that could be a problem. Trying to keep you down.
It's a valid concern, I would say.
Well, I will say Chris does not lip sync those. So
Mm-mm.
those are one take live performances when he records.
I
those.
respect
Exactly
that. I
right.
like that. It's a human feel to it.
The only time I do multiple takes is when I laugh in the middle of one of them.
We usually keep those.
Yeah.
Those are usually my favorites personally.
So, question. It's been a week. We weren't here last week. Nick, did you have any time to bake a treat?
You know I did.
Yes.
Who wants to eat dainties? Who wants to eat baked treats with me?
So something maybe that's never been made before. I can't say
in the
for sure.
history of Earth.
Quite
or on the
possibly.
show?
I'm going to go ahead and say yeah.
Okay.
Now, not taking all the credit because collaborating with an AI search engine is very interesting when it comes to food. to recipes.
Yeah, why?
Because they will offer suggestions, and I'll even ask, is this from a certain website? It'll say no. It's just kind of running data on similar, like you ask it an idea,
Okay.
like what if there was a recipe for blank, and it'll give something, and then you say, all right, did you get this from somewhere? And it'll say, no, it was analyzed similar types of recipes and came up with this. And sometimes it seems to work pretty well. I think it did in this case. My middle son wanted some sort of blueberry pie.
Mm.
So I said, how about a blueberry chess pie? Has that ever happened?
Chess pie?
A chess pie.
Is in the board game?
Well, there are a lot of alleged explanations for the etymology behind it. I don't know which one is correct, but yeah, the word chess, as in the board game, not a reference to the board game apparently, but there are a lot of theories as to why it's called a chess pie. It's just kind of a basic stuff, eggs, sugar, vanilla, stuff like that in it. But this one adds a cup of fresh blueberry puree. So we have a blueberry chess pie. I think I've probably brought in chess pies in the past.
I think so.
A chocolate one, maybe a peanut butter one. I think I remember making.
Visually, this got a chocolate look to it.
Yeah, and my middle son actually was the one who styled the crust. He threw it in the pan and did the little ends for it. So yeah, he gets credit for that. And I thought it turned out pretty good. I don't know what you guys think. It might be the first time in human history that this dish has ever been made, though. Well, but I rather enjoyed it when I tried it.
Yeah, it's got a blueberry, packed with blueberry flavor for sure.
I'll be trying it momentarily.
Visually, that didn't come through, but
no,
it's not a big deal.
It's really pretty good with like some Cool Whip on top or whipped cream or something like that.
Where's the Cool Whip?
Sorry about that. It would have been soup by this point.
That's fair then. Fair enough. All right. Well, I'll be eating it in a moment. Thank you for bringing that, Nick. I'm excited to try it.
Well, you get one small step for man.
The way he didn't bring the Cool Whip.
He did not.
What's the matter with you, man? You're slipping. And I could direct that at Andy as well for not pulling up the actual sound bite immediately.
That's fair.
But he's been swishing around on the beach all day.
And he's literally wearing two hats right now.
Mm-hmm.
Had a catastrophic car situation earlier.
Mm-hmm. So
because of that and the fact that I'm continuing to deal with this hip issue with it, which hopefully will be turning a corner soon, I have my follow-up appointment with the surgeon tomorrow, the day after we're recording this, not the day after it's released. So as I said on the pre-show live stream, I'm in the mood for an evisceration tonight, and I think Andy would be on board after the bullshit he woke up to earlier.
That sounds good.
And we're both pissed off that there's no Cool Whip with the blueberry chess pie.
That's what took it over the edge. I guess.
It's all, the stars are aligning for an evisceration. And I thought it was Andy's choice for some reason, which gives you an indication of how completely out of it I've been since this surgery. But and then it's not even Nick's choice, it's my choice. So you don't have to, you can keep the list up to see if it's on the list afterwards, but
you've got a plan.
I'm hand picking one tonight.
Wow.
It has to happen.
All right. Before you tell us what it is, I'm curious, is this something that's been swishing around? Did something recently make this come to mind? What happened?
You'll see.
Okay.
Like I said, given the circumstances, specifically with you and me in our personal lives, I think we could both use an evisceration. And this one is at the top of the list of material that deserves it. So,
all right. Well, let's turn the microphone over to Chris Jericho.
All right, Halo. This one's called
Shooting Star.
Off of
Straight Shooter.
By the band
Bad Company.
Ow! Oh!
Wow. It's probably on there, isn't it?
You know
It's
what?
got somebody had to have.
Nothing by Bad Company.
Really?
Wow.
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 It is interesting looking through the list. I was looking at it earlier today. You would something like this. You would imagine there's at least a few Bad Company songs. Just some things just don't get submitted. It's just
Don't make it.
It's very interesting to look at.
Yeah, for one reason or another. Oh, that's all right.
So this is the original version, not the upcoming cover version.
No, and I can't even remember who's doing that
Was it
cover
Lizzie
version
Hale?
on that.
Was it Hailstorm?
That could
Or
be
was
it. Yeah.
I think it was, I don't know, featuring someone or other.
Yeah, some combo.
Featuring Paul Rogers,
Somebody-
the actual vocalist of Bad Company,
Someone or other.
who's on like half the album.
For what reason?
I don't know.
Well, sometimes bands coordinate their own tribute albums. Maybe that's
Yeah,
the case here.
and you know they are being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this time around. So
Yeah. Well, and Bob Kulick's not around anymore to take care of all these tribute albums.
He was a master of that. Huh?
Oh, he did a ton of them.
Yeah. That's too bad. I wonder who's the leader now. Look at this guy.
oh, there.
Goofball.
Now I will say the lion's share of the eviscerating is going to come from Andy. I'm fine with Bad Company. In fact, you could even go so far as to say that I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand entirely why someone like Andy would despise these guys in this song in particular.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to plead a bit
Did you
of...
say goofball? If you looking at a picture of Paul Rogers?
That picture is not terribly flattering. Let's
Well,
be honest.
he's like obvious toupee, you know, the 5 o'clock shadow, whatever. I mean, he's kept himself in good shape.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Were you given your disdain for this guy and for the band? How did it sit with you when he was the front man for Queen for a while?
I don't recognize that.
Yeah, that was weird.
Well.
I mean, some people saw it and they said it was okay and they enjoyed it, but I don't know, that just didn't seem to be a good fit.
I don't think I saw anything that they did together. I think intentionally, I just was like, I'm not participating in this because I'll just dislike it. I knew I would dislike it. I wasn't going to watch it.
In my opinion, he sounded... I mean, it's Paul Rogers. It's obviously... He's not going to be like, I'm going to try to sound like Freddie Mercury. And he didn't. And I think it worked in the live setting. I will say, though, that Cosmos Rocks album that they made, I tried it when it came out. Maybe I can go back to it.
What was
and
that?
They made an album
Of originals?
Yeah, Paul Rogers
Oh my God.
and Queen, and it was
What
called
was-
the Cosmos Rocks,
Oof.
which is
The,
not
the 70s New York soccer franchise. It had
It's-
Pele on it.
yeah, it's not a title.
Odd concept album.
I-
Pele.
I always got the
Yeah.
feeling it had to do with Brian May's PhD in
Yeah, well.
astronomy, but if I went back and listened to it, maybe I would like it a bit more. But it completely flatlined for me when I tried listening to that album. Now about Bad Company, I know they're often referred to as a supergroup, but
I'll take the soup.
there's something about Bad Company. Okay, I'm looking it up because honestly, I don't know all the members.
I can educate you.
So I'm looking right now. We've got 2 members from Free,
Yes,
a guy from Mott the Hoople,
correct.
and a gentleman from King Crimson.
Correct.
Definitely qualifies as a supergroup. I'm going to go ahead and say Bad Company might be bigger than all of their other groups, which would be interesting in the case of a supergroup.
I think that's absolutely true.
That I can't think of another case where that would be true.
That's a good point. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Strict in terms of record sales and all that, sure. I think if you're talking about influence, well, King Crimson is an whole nother world, the prog
Mhm.
world. But you know, Mott the Hoople, we'll go back to our friend Joe Elliott, the what was it? The Spanish
the Spanish archer,
yeah.
the elbow.
Those guys worship at the altar
Oh,
of Mott the Hoople.
I mean, Joe Elliott's got that side project that is almost exclusively Mott the Hoople songs.
Yeah.
So
So in terms of influence, I think, probably even Steven there, but for record sales, yeah, you're right about that. The resulting supergroup dusted all the bands that these guys came from originally.
So what are their hits? We got Feel Like Making Love.
Rock and Roll Fantasy, probably my favorite song by them.
Yeah, you got the self-titled song off the first album. You got Can't Get Enough. You got Ready for Love. You got Rock Steady, Running with the Pack. I mean, list of hits. Andy is unimpressed.
I was
you asked.
No,
so-
no. I was just going to say after the first few, I didn't recognize the rest. Maybe I would if I heard them. But like Running with the Pack, I don't think I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's kind of the mid period.
Okay.
Didn't get a ton of radio play, but that was the big one off that album. Burning Sky.
Look at this. For their first album, the little description: the definition of no nonsense 70s hard rock.
It could be debated.
Next album,
I would-
little bit of nonsense, where we get Shooting Star.
Dabbling in nonsense.
Yeah, we've added nonsense
They're
into the
incorporating
formula.
some nonsense into the approach.
We got talked into nonsense.
Although the no nonsense approach was hugely successful, and they decided to sprinkle in some nonsense anyway.
Yeah. So that was 74, and then 75 is the next one, huh?
Yeah.
Right back to back, like how everybody used to do it then.
And I want to point out,
Mm-hmm.
in my mind at least, the sister song to this, we've already done an episode on.
Johnny Died on Christmas.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not that one.
Which one?
No, it was so we have Shooting Star and we had Jukebox Hero.
Oh,
To me, always kind of sister songs.
Yeah, kind of, similar subject matter. But Andy loves Jukebox Hero. That's the interesting dichotomy here.
Mm-hmm. There's got to be a winner, I guess.
yeah. I guess they go head to head.
Well, like I said, I'm just interested as we move along to hear Andy's shots
So
and try to get to the root of it. I'm interested to.
I think I know what the root is.
Right.
but
That's why I don't. You never really verbalized it because it's not something you're in a rush to talk about. I've forced your hand here tonight, but like I said, I would consider myself a fan, but I'm not going to die on that sword. I can totally understand why somebody would think this is just cheesy old guy rock, and it is.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess now that I think of it, Johnny Died on Christmas would be a second sister song.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's on equal level as far as success or anything, but it's the same subject
And the
pretty
same
much.
name.
And the same name. It's Johnny. It's another chapter in Johnny's book.
Which I'm assuming comes from Johnny Be Good, maybe.
I don't know.
Is that maybe the idea behind a song like this? I guess we'll get into it with our speculations.
Yeah.
We don't want any facts.
No.
We want nonsense.
Well, that's what we're getting here. And it's going to be funny for me to try to explain myself to anyone who disagrees when I'm dressed like I'm in the Breakin' movie.
Well, that was a whole generation after this.
Yeah.
I look like Shabba-Doo.
Well-
That's one of the guys, isn't it?
That Boogaloo Shrimp
Boogaloo
was
Shrimp,
one
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, so.
Shabba-Doo passed away, though, I think.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah,
rest in
he
peace,
did.
Shabba-Doo.
I would like to know before
Mhm.
we get into it. So Chris picked this, assuming because he's familiar with Andy's disdain for this song. I don't even know the nature of or the history of it, how long it goes. What has Andy said to Chris in the past? Maybe it'll come out during the episode, but I'm just saying.
I'm a little unclear on that myself. I just, at some point, it became established that
Yeah.
Andy hated this one.
Mhm.
Hates the whole band. really.
the whole band.
He does. There's nothing from Bad Company that he's going to like. And
Probably not.
but this one rose to the top or sank to the bottom, depending on your perspective. And it just stuck with me. And I'm like, eventually we will do this on the show. And I just think that
Today's the day.
since he's a little wound up by life circumstances, maybe a little, loopy from being out in the sun all day, he might unleash some classics.
Fielding Fowler says Johnny Strikes Up the Band by Warren Zevon. This is
okay.
Johnny's Band by Deep Purple. A lot of Johnny songs.
Oh, Thin Lizzy has a song simply called Johnny. It leads off the Johnny the Fox album. It's about somebody. I'm trying to think of. It seems like I think it was about a drug dealer or something. But yeah, interesting. They always so many bands default to the Johnny character.
Yeah.
I can't figure out. I'm on Wikipedia. Can't figure out Simon Kirk's hairstyle in this the band photo.
It's a combo bowl cut and mullet.
I can't figure it out. Yeah, I'll show Chris here and Andy. I don't know if you'd be able to look.
Oh,
at
that. Yeah.
What is
I
happening
don't know
here?
what's going on there. But in the free days and the early Bad Company days.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know what that is.
But that's the thing. The other thing that is so unique about Bad Company is that they're 4 British guys, right?
Yep.
They, with laser-like precision, zeroed in on the mindset of white trash America with their
It's pretty interesting that they were able to figure that out so easily.
Instantly. I mean, the first time I heard this album was with the stoner babysitter brought it over and put it on the family hi-fi, and I was definitely drawn to it immediately. But, I think at one point a pot leaf was their actual logo. I remember
Bad
seeing
Company?
it on a t-shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And just all of their material is like catnip to American white trash rock fans of the 70s.
So, speaking of influence with the whole pot leaf thing, I mean, you've got probably Cypress Hill and Dr. Dre drawing
And Pantera.
drawing
Jeez.
on Bad Company.
I'm gonna see if I can find an image on that. But
Here's some more Johnnies while we're at it. Who's Johnny by El DeBarge. Black Sabbath had Johnny Blade. Thank you,
Yes.
Tony Griggs. Chris Camarado said Johnny saw her riding on a streetcar named Desire from Hide Your Heart. There's a band that Nick and I were very into in the late 90s, well, mid 90s, I guess. Slapstick had a song called Johnny, basically rewriting
This
song.
There it is.
yeah, I mean, this is like the origins of stoners being
A blacklight poster of that.
exactly, or on a holographic bumper sticker or a t-shirt.
That would have been hot in a boogie van.
Yeah,
with that.
absolutely.
Mm.
And these are 4 British guys. Like, how did they hit that target so well? That's
Maybe-
one of the fascinating things.
Maybe in
about
a way they shaped that whole
they absolutely
that whole
did.
scene. Yeah.
Yeah. Even more so than Zeppelin, and which, by the way, the first Bad Company song was the first album released on Zeppelin's Swan Song label.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they stay with that label?
I'm
just curious.
I think so. And then they, in the 80s, they swapped out singers, and I want to say they were on Atlantic or
Yeah, it
something.
says
No, this is Swan
Island
Song.
and Atlantic were this one's on Swan Song then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But then it's marketed by, so later.
I forgot what record we had growing up that was on Swan Song. It wasn't the Curly Shuffle, I don't think.
Was it an early Shabba-Doo album?
We had that.
I'm curious to know, has Andy ever looked at a picture of Shabba-Doo and instantly just said the word goofball?
No.
out loud?
Andy
Never.
takes him seriously.
I said, okay, pretty good. Got a message from our friend Rich. He said, I remember hearing this was about Hendrix, which I never got, why they said Johnny and not Jimmy.
Well,
Yeah, maybe they wanted
People
to
do
make
that.
it a little more mysterious.
why is Hey Jude about Julian Lennon? It's not called Hey Julian. Just saying.
Yeah, there's no
No.
rhyme or reason with these British folk.
Plus, they're stoned, obviously.
Yeah,
Nothing has to make sense.
no.
Plus, my car that has gone south is a Land Rover, so it's good to have the Brits in my targets.
There you go. Yeah. See, it's all lining up. This had to happen.
Yep.
This is therapy for Andy.
Wow, there's a lot. Everyone keeps adding Johnny songs here. Johnny Comes Marching Home by Mitch Miller. Johnny Was a Good Boy by Bob Marley. Layla. Was that say Johnny in it?
Oh, well, Layla's an example of using a different name
is
about
it?
a real person. Yeah.
Who's the real person?
Was it Patty?
Patty Harrison,
Oh, okay.
George Harrison's wife.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Clapton helped himself too. So
That's a nice thing to do.
yeah,
Not enough women out there.
more of these skeezing British guys.
Yeah.
They get too much credit.
Two huge rock stars, and they're fighting over the same girl.
Yeah. Come on.
What is this?
Yeah. Just walk down the street.
She must have been like kitchen skills like crazy. I'm saying.
The only British woman in history who could cook.
That's why they lost
Yeah,
their
that's why she
mind.
was so desirable.
An absolute rarity.
There were other rock stars lined up behind those two guys waiting for it.
Well, our friend Bev makes a delicious cake, so
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely.
I don't want to.
Right, but back in the day,
Back
Back then,
yeah, she
Nobody.
was literally the first British woman ever who could cook.
Fielding Fowler says she was also the subject of Wonderful Tonight.
Yes, she was.
Jeez. Get over it.
What an
Man, oh,
ego
man.
she must have had, knowing that these two
And they're-
titans of British rock were duking it out for her.
and they're both giant hits too.
yeah.
Wow.
And I believe the Beatles' Something is about Patty Boyd. So there you go.
My goodness.
Jesus.
How did that relationship end up?
She went with Clapton.
She jumped ship, huh?
Yeah, she did.
What's she up to now?
I don't know. Is she even still
They stayed-
alive?
I don't.
No,
wanna-
they didn't stay together.
No, they didn't stay together.
No.
Okay.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
get at it,
Let's
Andy.
get at
We
it.
did, let's get it, y'all.
All right. So this is 1975, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with Shooting Star. I already hate it.
I know you do.
Yeah.
It's the acoustic and
The
it's the
electric
tone
together.
of the electric. I think is
Yeah.
upsetting you too.
I hate it.
Instantly turned his nose up at it,
Yeah.
literally.
It's one of those things where you hear it and it bothers you.
Is this, if you heard that on the radio, it would be an instant
Oh yeah,
switcher.
there's no
Yeah.
way it would stay on. Be gone in any circumstance.
Kind of like Nickelback's Photograph.
Yeah,
The nanosecond I hear that, look at it, it's off the radio. Not that I haven't listened to terrestrial radio in easily a decade.
yeah.
So
Well, if I walk into a store and I hear this, I'm going to find the radio controls and turn it off because it's that offensive to my ears. But we're going to sit here together and try to enjoy this.
well, we don't want you to
I-
enjoy it. We want you to go at it.
I'm trying to give it a fair shot, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Well,
Yeah,
already you said the word hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted
Doesn't-
to,
No, forget that.
You
Yeah.
can't
This
go
is the-
further.
this is
than
what
that.
this is the you need this.
I do
Andy.
need it, but I'm just saying. I thought, oh, maybe sometimes something you knew in the past comes back to you, and you're like, you know what? Maybe I'm changing my tune on it. No, not happening here. It didn't happen for this song. So let's continue.
He's saying that already.
Yeah.
5 seconds. in.
Nope. Nope. I'm out.
Johnny was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song.
I hate that so much, man. I don't know why. I guess maybe because it's like the dramatic.
Oh, it's
Everything about it is like this dramatic romantic story or whatever, and it just bugs me. I hated it when I first heard it, and then I hated it when a friend would play it in the car all the time, and that's where the majority of the hatred.
Which
really
friend
came.
was that?
Flying Aaron himself.
But now is he a legit fan?
Yeah,
of
he
this,
liked
or-
this stuff. Yep.
Okay,
So he would listen.
Interesting.
He liked this.
he would force you to listen to it.
But
huh?
he was the driver, so he got to play what he wanted. But he would listen to this Steve Miller Band, like a lot of that stuff from the same, probably from his dad's
was a-
CD catalog.
he was a
or
Dire Straits guy.
Dire
wasn't he?
Straits.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he liked all that stuff that he.
'Cause
I'm assuming he got it from his dad.
I remember he liked Sultans of Swing, and I remember thinking like, I don't know that it's possible for someone to enjoy that song.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how I felt about this one. This was one of them.
That's odd. I'm not sure. I never ever knew that before. I think we talked about this offline, maybe a month or two ago. But that's definitely surprising.
Yeah.
You'd be into all this classic rock.
Yeah, he liked all that stuff. At least originally, like when we first started our band. And also, I got a message from our friend Rich when we said what the song was. He said, I remember Aaron doing Shooting Star on karaoke at Rodney's when I was out with him and Andy over 20 years ago. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that happened. That sounds right.
God,
So,
probably brought the house down now.
it probably did.
'Cause if you're into this song, you could deliver a pretty rollicking karaoke performance, I would guess.
Yeah.
But this first line calls into question Rich's theory because Jimi Hendrix was not a schoolboy when the Beatles came out. He was already
That's true.
probably out of the paratroopers division in the army and playing with was it James Brown
the
or
Isleys.
Isley brothers? Yeah,
Maybe it's just a little
artistic
yeah.
license.
Maybe it's about the
Or Rich's theory could be complete bullshit. One of the two.
That does happen sometimes.
it's,
Someone tells you something and then you realize many years later, not true at all.
Oh, of course, yes. That's a thing for sure.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Let's find out more about Johnny.
Love me do, I think it was, and from there it didn't take him long.
See, I'm not going to keep doing this, but even I think it was.
I know.
Like, I hate that. Why?
Well, you had to fill up the space.
I
there.
know. Like, he needed to do it rhythmically.
well,
But
and it's not
say
like
something else.
it's interesting because it's not one of those things where you flip a sentence around to make it rhyme because it
Yeah.
didn't even rhyme.
No,
So
It's storytelling, Andy.
I
Oh.
guess. I think it was.
see,
But I'm too
okay.
stoned to
Mhm.
remember
It
because
kinda-
I'm in bad company, and that's what we do.
Once in a while, I'll get bugged by the mythology around certain bands,
Yeah.
and both lines of this song so far are about the Beatles.
Yeah.
And I get it; they were hugely influential, but sometimes there's a saturation point, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, I've kind of had it with the mythology. Like, not going to deny the greatness of the music, but and the influence of the act, if you will.
Sure.
But it just, like, right now, it's like, did they have to say "Love Me Do"? Just they already name dropped the Beatles. I mean, are they going to talk about how Rubber Soul was their turning point sonically?
Maybe.
I mean, is
We'll
that going to
see.
be the third line? I don't know.
Hey, he could have just
It's just
easily. He
enough.
could have said bought a guitar the next day, and from there it didn't take him long. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
you
But
know?
he's delivered, it goes back to what you said, where they were able to zone in on white trash America, where he's delivering this like he's some Southern guy on a old porch whittling something. Love Me Do, I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. That's why they're going in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I'm not.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. I'm not going to stop at every line.
Oh, and my suggestion is out the window with this next stanza because that's exactly what they talk
but-
about.
oh,
so.
yeah. Okay.
Got himself a guitar, used to play every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit, and everything's alright. Don't you know?
Rock and roll outfit
Outfit.
is a decidedly British term, so they sprinkle. This could be the beginning of the nonsense that's being sprinkled in.
Yeah.
And guitar. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that worked for the Americans.
Yeah,
People like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
They love that.
Yeah.
We love it here.
Yeah, we love that.
Well, and it appeals. That's more of a Southern,
Yeah.
stereotype way of saying, plucking a guitar,
Mm-hmm. This
know,
whole song
like-
has a Southern rock
like-
vibe to it, huh?
like the
It
cousin,
does,
like Jerry's cousin from Tom and Jerry.
Well, I like
I need
him.
a guitar string.
I like him better than these guys for sure.
I mean, that was. Let's face it. That Froggy Went a Courtin' song. That's an earworm of the
Mhm.
highest caliber.
Mm-hmm.
Andy's shaking his head.
Hey, mama.
Mama, I'm going away.
Mm-hmm.
Could be anything. Joining the circus, though, is what it basically is.
Yeah, I mean, and again,
Could be jail.
Again, it's not their fault, but this is the exact theme of Johnny Died on Christmas. He told his mom. His mom told him, "Don't go." Right?
I mean, it's Bohemian Rhapsody, also.
Is that the same thing?
Well, I don't know. He's telling his mom.
His mom.
What happened and how he's going away in a different way.
In a different way, yeah. All right, let's keep going.
I'm gonna hit the big time, gonna be a big star someday. Yeah. Mama came to the door with a teardrop in her eye. Johnny said, "Don't cry, Mama," smiled and waved goodbye. Don't you know? Yeah.
Andy, what do you think of the sound of the guitar when the distorted guitar comes in? Does it kick it up a notch, or does it fail to kick it up a notch?
I guess it kicks it up a notch, but there's already
because it's not huge sounding.
No, it's not.
So it's still kind of it's teetering on kicking it up to the next level sonically, but it's not quite there in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just they've already.
But it's it's a gradual
Yeah.
build. It's not like the clumsy punch you right in the face production style of today. It's a little more subtlety there. But it's a classic Les Paul Marshall guitar tone.
Mm-hmm.
And Mick Ralph's hugely underrated. The Bad Company's Induction is another example of when these fucking elitists who make the decisions of who goes in and who doesn't drag their feet and don't induct bands that are deserving. They wait too long, and eventually one of the guys dies, which Boz Burrell, bass player, died years ago, but Mick Ralphs just died within the past few months, so he did not live to see the induction happen.
Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know?
I think I hate that "Don't You Know" over and over. That bugs me too.
I was assuming sing-along chorus for Aaron when you were in the car together.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. Steering wheel tapping, singing along.
Yeah, I don't know. The "Don't You Know"
You
is
Know?
it's kind of and it's how often is it repeated? I'm trying to think.
40 times.
Yeah,
40
it's a
times.
lot.
Okay, because that's more of like just kind of said it while recording it. Not really. I wrote this as the chorus. Of
Yeah,
my
like
song.
you have another chorus and you add it to it.
You
or
just kind of
something.
say it between lines. Maybe.
Yeah. Nope. This is it. They just say "Don't you know" over and over.
People must love that.
They do.
They did.
Yeah.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are.
As long as you are what?
That's an
A
interesting
shooting star.
That's an interesting.
So they
line,
stop
huh?
loving you as soon as the
Yeah, well,
stars
yes,
shot?
that's a common tale. in
So
entertainment.
people have stopped loving Jimi Hendrix.
I think
once he
what it's
burnt
saying is he is the shooting star. 'cause he
people like
burned out.
you have stopped loving Bad
I
Company.
never started.
Well, that's still referring to the lead singer as a goofball. And you're instantly seeing the picture.
Well, I think that line makes sense
Explain it
as
to
long
me.
as you are, because the shooting star isn't just when the person's reached the zenith, it's when they burned out and faded away. People have loved Hendrix ever since he died.
Right.
So I think if he would have not died and just made some bad albums in the 70s and 80s,
Mm-hmm.
it would be different.
Yeah.
People wouldn't. Not as many people would have loved him.
Oh, so you're saying
if
just
he had,
as long as
if
you
he
are,
had been around long enough to tarnish his legacy.
So if you were not a shooting star, they wouldn't love you as long.
That's what he's saying, and that's
Okay,
probably true.
okay. Well, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because if you burn out when Hendrix burned out,
I mean, if you leave people wanting more, unfortunately, you have to die to do it. But
let's face it, Hendrix would have made a really bad fusion album at some point.
He would have, yeah.
And
I don't think there's any doubt about
yeah,
that.
so-
I mean, everybody, all the guitar, most of them did in the 70s. He got drawn into that.
And he would have, but he
Although
didn't.
maybe he could have been like a Earth, Wind, and Fire Ohio Players direction, which would have been awesome.
That would have been
a thing
cool.
you never know. But I think the allure of fusion would have been too much for him.
Oh, I mean, he
be drawn into.
I think he probably influenced people who ended up playing fusion.
Well,
so.
Miles Davis for one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the influence there went both ways. But Miles Davis is someone who was vocal about his admiration for Hendrix. So I'm sure those two would have worked together in the 70s.
So you're saying Hendrix could have been in the little band playing outside the building in Scrooge?
Should have been, yeah.
With Paul Schaefer and
exactly right.
Miles Davis.
Johnny made a record, went straight up to number 1.
Okay, so you say record. You're not going to fool anyone.
that pronunciation.
Just letting everybody know.
No one's ever said it that way. The guitar thing will let you get by, but record, no.
Record is, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
It's just making a mockery of Southern people. Might as well put in some fake teeth where they're all brown and falling out. A straw hat on.
A Mountain Dew reference.
But it was either lost on them or they didn't care because white trash America loved this one.
Still love it.
Yeah.
Suddenly everyone loved to hear him sing a song. Watching the world go by, surprising it goes so fast. Johnny looked around him and said, well, I made the big time at last.
Bass playing's great.
Well,
I really, really am a big fan of what's being done.
Who's that?
it was Boz Burrell, came from King Crimson, so a prog band. So he's going to be, as far as all the players in this band, he's going to be the most technical, but also a fretless bass player. So
he's no longer with us.
No, he died years ago.
What, did he die of embarrassment?
I think so. Cardiac arrest brought on by embarrassment.
He listened to this song when it was done.
Yeah, he died in the control room when they were playing it back.
I can't believe I
over.
stooped this low for a paycheck.
Oh my. I enjoy rhythmically because he's playing something that's a little more upbeat than what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
It's a I won't say a counter rhythm. I don't know what you'd call it, but if you heard it by itself and you didn't know what the other instruments were playing, you'd probably imagine it being something different.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool. I think what
Andy,
he's playing is pretty cool.
Appreciation whatsoever for the vocals. It was try to put aside the lyrics, just the quality, nothing.
I hate it. I hate the delivery of the vocals.
It's
too dramatic. It's too melancholy. I'm telling this cautionary tale.
Drama and melancholy resonate with people.
I get that, but I don't know. There's something about the whole we're celebrating rock and roll, but also at the same time we're not. I don't know. Pick a lane, because most of the songs are about let's all party and go crazy, but this guy did and he died, and we're gonna sing a song about that now and tell you that story. I don't want to hear that.
Is it the timbre of his voice?
Yeah.
Well, it's
I
one.
could kind of see that. It's very smooth.
Yeah,
And
and
Andy doesn't
that's
want
a problem.
that. Andy doesn't want that. Andy doesn't like it.
Goofball.
You gotta find that picture again.
It's the Bad Company picture on the
There you
Apple
go.
Music. There he is. There he is.
He's a man
Some people-
delivering the goods on stage, dismissed as a goofball.
I know some people see that and they think absolute legend.
Well,
No, I don't see
pretty
it.
much 99% of the rock music fans feel that way, and then here comes Andy.
I don't know what to tell you. Just sharing my I'm sharing my truth with
Yes,
you guys.
and that's all you can do. And I knew there was going to be this, and this is what I wanted to take.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with the vocal at all.
It's very subdued.
I'm not saying he's not a
Um,
good vocalist. I'm just saying, yeah, it's like he's just
You-
dramatically talking this song.
You want I mean, you like
Well, you don't
Jukebox
like-
Hero, right?
Not really.
Not really, but you
I thought you did.
you prefer the vocal delivery in that, I would assume.
Well, yeah, but at the
'Cause-
same time, that's a song that did we even give it a Sweet Surrender? I
I
don't
don't know.
remember, but it was.
I thought you did like that song. Maybe I
might
was
have.
mistaken.
I might have changed my mind from then
but
to today.
vocal delivery, that one's up to 10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this one's
was like
toned down much further as far as the
Mhm.
Right, but for both in both instances, the intensity of the vocal is appropriate. You don't want a histrionic vocal in this
I
with
just,
the laid back playing that's going on.
I just
would
wouldn't
you?
want this song to exist.
Um,
That would be the best option if I never
I mean,
heard
this
it.
is-
If
well-
it never left the garage.
and let's face it, I don't know what came first. What's the chicken? What's the egg?
Mhm.
This song, name a modern country artist who wouldn't play this song.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's right in that genre.
the enduring legacy of Shooting
yeah,
Star.
there you
Well,
go.
I mean, and I don't know that they had country music that sounded quite like this back
Mhm.
then. Now, and for many years now, this would be considered, I'd say, a country song, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't been covered. It might be now that there's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is reigniting interest in Bad Company. It could happen.
So they're going in,
They are going.
or did it already happen?
It hasn't happened yet, but I mean, they've been voted in.
Hmm.
The induction ceremony is happening in, I think, November, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Well, congratulations to them for getting a trophy you don't deserve. But whatever. If that makes you happy, participation trophy.
Oh goodness.
Biblioteca-esque shots
Yeah.
coming from Andy over
Yeah.
here.
Nick
Love
said,
it.
Nick said he didn't know which was the chicken or the egg. I know which one's the salmonella. It's the
Yeah,
Shooting
okay.
Star. This would be put in an incinerator.
Oh,
Bird
my.
flu.
The bird flu of music.
Yeah.
That's an analogy for you.
Mhm.
Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Whoa, yeah. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Yeah. And all the world will love you just as long as you are a shooting star. Don't you know that?
All right. Who was that?
That's Mick Ralphs.
And was he ever got to hear the song before he recorded that solo?
What does that even mean? I don't know what that means.
They just said, okay, 1, 2, 3, go, make something up.
It's possible.
You're accusing that solo of not being pre-composed.
Yeah. I don't even know if that was in the same key as the song.
Oh my.
Might have been pulled from another song. It just sounded bad to me.
You know,
Bad
Really?
Company. I didn't like it.
Oh, I love that.
You know what?
solo.
You
That
know-
and the feel like making love solo, soaring guitar leads. It's great shit. And Eric Clapton always got he had the nickname Slow Hand.
Okay.
Mick Ralph should have had that nickname. He never once in his entire career played a lightning fast shred passage, and he never needed to.
Never did it.
No, he never needed to.
Now, Andy,
Very underrated.
you might find this somewhat interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this is Wikipedia, so take it for what you will.
Well, if it works for me, I'm taking it as being a truth.
I don't think you'll like it. Rogers has been cited as a significant influence on various rock singers. I don't know why it says the year here that this from this quote, but in 1991, John Mellencamp called Rogers, quote, the best rock singer ever. Freddie Mercury, in particular, liked Rogers and his aggressive style.
Hey, maybe on that other handful of hits, sure.
Well,
I'm not saying Paul Rogers couldn't do
Mellencamp being
everything.
a Southern rock guy, which
Yeah.
obviously is going to have ties to country music in some way.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Paul Rogers delivery, it's occurring to me now more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much a country music, perhaps before its time,
Yeah.
but very much a country music delivery. If you like this song in particular, or feel like making love even, you like country music in a way.
Sure.
Yeah. I would
Country
say
music is the new classic /
Yeah,
arena
But
rock.
it's just interesting to me listening to this song and, focusing on it like this. It's like this is such a country song. And that might not be a revelation to a lot of people, but I never really thought of it that way.
Well, it's certainly
And it
certainly
definitely
more of a country song than fucking Fast Car. And some country guy covers that, and it's a fucking smash hit. So, let's see what happens in the coming weeks or months. Now that with this induction, there's a new focus on Bad Company. A country artist should step up and cover this one.
Well, I'm thinking just a guess here. If you've got an album coming out and Lizzie Hale singing it, she'll probably be the one at the induction ceremony singing it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, just take your pick. Any modern country singer, this is for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Even her, a female, can deliver this song.
Yeah,
Sure. All right, let's keep going.
You are a shooting star, don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star now? And all the world will love you just as long as you are. Johnny died one night.
there you go.
Died one night. You couldn't build to that.
Yeah, it kind of did
Just
come out of the
died one
blue.
night. I guess that's what happens in real life. But Johnny died one
No.
night.
Forgive me for not really having paid attention to the lyrics in the very recent past here.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any sort of like he was having trouble?
Nothing.
There was nothing that came up before this that
Not
was
a-
like it was too much for him.
No
or
indication
He
of
got
anything.
he got hooked on something. Nothing.
He just died one night. So,
Interesting.
yeah, I think he's going to explain it here when I see the next lyric coming up. So
Died in his bed. Bottle of whiskey, sleeping tablets by his head. Johnny's life passed him by like a warm summer day. If you listen to the wind, you can still hear him play.
Terrible.
Well, I
lyric.
mean, that's very Hendrix, though.
Well, in both those, even though Andy just blurted out terrible lyric, those two stanzas right there are probably the pinnacle lyrically of this song.
Well,
in terms of just creating that mood and generating some sympathy for this title character.
I'm assuming that if you listen to the wind, you can still hear him play as a reference to the wind cries Mary.
Yeah. Could be.
If you listen to the wind, you can't hear anybody play. That's not a thing. I don't know why he said that. That's absolute nonsense.
Meteorologically speaking.
Yeah, there's no
Andy's
such
calling
thing as
this out.
anything he's saying here. He's talking nonsense.
Well, here's again the nonsense is coming into the picture.
Yeah, I mean, what's he talking about?
In that picture, it looks like he's in like a play about the New Testament.
I was gonna say it's like a Jesus Christ.
He's like he's Judas.
Is that a problem?
No, I'm just pointing out.
No, I'm asking Andy.
That's not necessarily a problem, but he does look like he would be
Judas. I'm thinking.
Yeah, he does have that vibe to him, to his look here.
Judas wore a toupee.
Yeah, painted on his beard.
Sprinkled it on, more likely.
Put some biggin on his beard. Okay. He's just got, like how Diddy had all that baby oil. Paul Rogers has boxes of gray biggin.
On tour with him.
Yeah. When he dies in his bed, they'll be singing about it.
Yeah.
Well, he probably does die in his bed if he doesn't feel like walking to
bottle of whiskey, box of biggin by his head.
Well,
just the best lyrics of the song. Andy, no sooner did the music stop for he hit the space bar. He's like, terrible lyric.
Well, it's like poetic, but I don't like poetic lyrics when they don't
melodrama.
Okay, you don't. The vast majority of people on the planet do. That's why these guys are so successful.
Sure, but he's not saying that doesn't mean anything. It's like that thing where someone writes a poem and they act like it's good because it's a poem.
Is it melodrama? Is that what you're upset about?
I just think there's not enough.
Clearly, you
logic.
haven't listened to the wind enough in your life.
I've never heard Johnny playing.
Instantly dismissing this as poppycock. The wind.
You can still hear him play. That's terrible. That's so stupid.
We got Charles Barkley joining us this week.
All right, let's keep going. We still have a long way to go.
A long way to go.
How many times are you going to say, don't you know? And then
Johnny died already.
Yeah, there's a lot more don't you knows coming our way. And some sing-along arena rock tactics coming your way.
Nick added one blueberry for every don't you know in the song to this pie.
That might be
true.
It
still didn't change the color of it,
Nope.
believe it or not.
Nope, still brown.
Well, if you listen to the pie, you can still hear him play. You smell the pie.
That makes just as much sense as anything else. If you listen to the wind, you can smell the pie. Okay.
Sure.
No.
Bottle of whiskey, piece of chess pie by his head.
That's what did it.
Well, no, it's going to happen to us.
Sugar overdose.
Poor Johnny. All right.
Is he asking, we'll just say Jimi Hendrix with the don't you know?
Yeah.
Like that's where you're gonna end up? Is that what he's saying? or is there, or is
Or
it?
that, you know, up until he died, people probably just thought he was going to live forever, and then suddenly just life was snuffed out. And so, don't you know that he was, or that you are, or he is, that this is going to end soon?
Yeah, perhaps didn't see it coming. It wasn't a Mitch Hedberg situation where he basically was aware that it was going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
No. And you could apply that to Randy Rhoads as well. I mean, he didn't die.
True.
It wasn't a self-inflicted, drugs weren't involved, but it was a senseless death.
That is true.
Yeah.
Didn't have to happen.
But why is he saying, don't you know, though? He's taking a superior approach to the storytelling. Like he knew?
Or maybe it's just in hindsight. We all know now.
Like you should have known that.
Well, that's, yeah.
You were put on this planet to have an incredible impact in a short amount of time and be gone, kind of thing.
It's possible. Like you observed, the entire middle portion of this guy's story has been eliminated, so we don't know like how fast or slow the descent was into drugs or whatever. But I think it's more of a thing where you have your idols like Rhodes, Hendrix, Morrison, go down the list of everybody. We all know who they are. You just think they're going to go on forever, being awesome, forever. And then, not all of them live to be 76 or however old Ozzy was. They go down early. That's what they're talking about here.
Who was as of right now, the last example of somebody like this? Is it Amy Winehouse?
There's probably been somebody since then.
Someone with as much impact, though. That kind of.
I'm thinking Chester Bennington, maybe.
Oh, perhaps.
Is that more recent than Winehouse?
Yeah,
I think it was more recent.
I'm pretty sure.
Also, he was probably, I don't know, still very young, but he was a little bit older, right? Wasn't he like?
It's mid-30s.
Mid-30s. That's still pretty damn
young. Was he
young.
He was still in his 30s?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
possibly. I don't know.
Probably right.
There's probably somebody.
That was a shocking.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was going to say there's probably somebody in music genres that we have no idea, like current hip hop or like EDM or something that people love and we don't know anything about.
Yeah.
It, that's probably happened. Like, because, those people are actually young.
Yeah.
And they're still dying, the young musicians.
I guess I'm thinking like in like the hard rock.
Yeah, I think.
Which Amy Winehouse was not in hard rock necessarily, more R&B and whatever. But yeah, I don't know. That's the one I'm thinking is where the whole world kind of, pitied this huge star and it got a ton of attention.
Yeah.
This person who just kind of deteriorated in front of everybody quickly.
Yeah, I can't think of it. So, but I mentioned Chester Bennington, Linkin Park, because like that was kind of music that came along, and I was like, okay, this is clearly music meant for somebody younger than me because I can't relate to these lyrics at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I can certainly appreciate the immense talent that guy had, just strictly as a vocalist. I mean, the power that came out of him, amazing.
All right. Well, we have to keep going here. Unfortunately, just gonna say, don't you know,
well,
over and over.
Just let it play. It's all
whoa,
music, unless somebody really needs to interject. But
yeah,
I just don't want to get booted off of YouTube for this one.
Yeah,
shame.
That would be a shame for this one.
We got to break it up a little.
Don't you know? See, I would have liked this song maybe a little bit more, a pinch more. I'm going to rewrite it for Bad Company because that's what they need right now. The guy who looks like Shabba Doo to rewrite it 50 years later. But if it was just like, some way that fit the arrangement of syllables where you just said like, Johnny, you are a shooting star, whatever, how you would fit that in, that would have been fine. But the don't you know thing bothers me and always has.
All right.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's valid. This is where it gets over the top right
Yeah.
here. Yeah. This is where, yes.
Yeah.
They should have kicked in with the na bit right here. This is where they took it too far.
Should it have faded by now?
Probably did on the single version if there was one, but they should have just eliminated this section and gone straight into the arena rock, wave your lighters in the air.
This
Crowd
song,
sing along bit.
regardless of how much you like this song, it doesn't need to be 6 minutes and 19 seconds.
No, I won't disagree with you on that.
Yeah. I kind of like those woos in there. That might
You
be
do?
that might be the only part of the song I like.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'm enjoying what the band is doing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the na-nas are fine, but the drums sound great. Still love what the bass player is playing. I like the fact that it's been an endless solo here for this entire outro so far.
Yeah.
And
It's two guitar player band.
No, just
Just
one.
one?
I mean, Paul Rogers occasionally strapped a guitar on, but
Okay.
it's essentially a one guitar band.
Okay. Whoa, whoa. Written by
Yeah.
Paul Rogers. Look at that. Solo writing credit for this clown.
Goofball, I believe, was the title. It's the name of his publishing company, Goofball Music, ASCAP, BMI.
All right, well, we have to vote.
2 S's and ASCAP.
That's what he wears on his head now. Wig brand. It's not nice at all. Can't believe you said that, Nick.
I can't believe it either.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't.
Time to vote Sweet Surrender or Kick in the Crotch. I'm going to go first. I'm going to give it a kick in the crotch.
Well,
No drama here.
It's a humiliating kick in the crotch.
Not going to the next round.
No,
I'm trying to think
nobody expected it.
No, but I was trying to think of new ways to articulate my feelings because, sometimes with pieces of art, your feelings are, would you say like more of like a visceral feeling? And that sometimes is hard to put into words. It's just, that you don't like it and you've never had to explain it really to anybody. So as I'm listening, I'm trying to think of what it is and maybe come up with something. And one of the things is, it's like when, there are many, you can have a dramatic song about some tragic thing and it could impact you or not impact as a listener, right? It could work or not work for you. This is one that doesn't work. And because of that, just for me, I'm saying this is one that doesn't work for me. And because of that, I'm almost insulted that they're trying to take me on that journey to feel sad when I find it to be a ham-handed attempt of this tragic story. So it's insulting and I'm laughing at them and I'm laughing at Johnny in the ground.
wow.
Who wants to go next?
Nobody. I'll go next.
Okay.
I'll give it a Sweet Surrender.
We don't have that button.
Oh, sorry.
It's sweet surrender. Hell yes.
A song I definitely remember hearing a lot. I remember going on was it for a school band in grade school? And we had our cassette Walkmans. And one of the kids in my class. Would not have expected him to have Bad Company, like Best of Bad Company, but he had it, and we
Wow.
traded tapes. And I remember really liking Rock and Roll Fantasy,
Okay.
and I don't remember how many songs I listened to off of it, but clearly there are a lot of huge, enormous hits on it. But that's the one that stuck with me. This one won't deny the fact that, man, it's effective as far as commercial appeal.
Mm-hmm.
Won't deny that at all. I don't know that it gets credit for it, but in my opinion, it should, for the whole like more modern country sound connection.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean, Feel Like Making Love, for that matter, would I think
That would work too.
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe Paul Rogers' vocal delivery is the key component, which is making me draw that comparison.
Decades ahead of his time.
I would say so. And I mean, enormously popular genre of music
Right now.
in its current state for a couple decades now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can't argue that. Not a song that I would probably ever look up and listen to. I've heard it many times. Not a huge fan, but can't deny that it did what I am assuming it fulfilled its mission. It knew Paul Rogers knew the assignment, I guess is what the kids would say.
Mm-hmm.
Understood the assignment, maybe is the phrase. So can't deny any of that. Great playing toward the end. It really brought it up to like it's a big 70s arena rock band thing to do. You know, you start out and you have it swell and escalate, and then you jam out at the end, and that's what was going on. I thought the band sounded great.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Chris?
Sweet Surrender for me.
It's Sweet Surrender. Hell yes.
Not a song I'll seek out because I've just, again, heard it all I need to hear it on classic rock radio. Don't really need to add it to my queue on Spotify or anything, or Feel Like Making Love for that matter. But there are definitely some other Bad Company songs on the list. And again, this one just, great storytelling in my opinion. And that's just the kind of thing that storytelling songs, it's really hard to mess those up. You have to be like the worst lyricist on the planet to mess up a storytelling song like that. And it just, like I said before we got into it, the thing that really I find fascinating about Bad Company and have for decades is how those four British guys could tap into the mindset and the pleasure centers of white trash America as totally on target as they did is amazing to me.
So are you saying that whoever wrote the lyrics for Johnny Died on Christmas is the worst lyricist of all time?
Be in the running, I think.
Okay.
Because they missed the mark. Is that what you're saying?
Because
an almost impossible mark to miss.
It's like making a bad pizza.
They did it.
Right.
Like an inedible pizza.
Right.
Yeah. As you guys were talking, I thought of another point when you're talking about how this this type of song really appeals to a lot of people. And I was thinking maybe it has something to do with not just appreciating like entertainers who came and went, but maybe people from your personal life who went early, and you could kind of be like, oh yeah, that guy was a shooting star too,
You could make that connection, yes.
So maybe that makes
analogy, if you will.
Yeah, maybe that makes people feel some kind of sentimental attachment.
A metaphorical tale.
Mm-hmm. But really, it's just that they made a bad decision, probably, which is not as good of a lyric as you are a shooting star. If it's someone that, wasn't a star.
Right, exactly, yes.
But you know what I'm saying? Someone who had an impact on you and left too soon.
Right.
But yeah, so maybe that's part of it too.
Well, and plus there's always I mean, I don't know how far this goes back. I'm assuming very far, but this type of individual, someone who went out young and hugely popular and went out young, then it's almost like a martyrdom.
Yeah,
where that person is going to always be revered.
And they'll always be 20, whatever, 27 or whatever.
They're going to be revered more than they probably would have if they had lived longer.
For sure.
I mean, they still could be revered, but it's the what is it? Live fast, die young, stay pretty kind of a thing.
Leave a good-looking corpse is the thing.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing that the general public is always fascinated by.
Well, look at Ozzy, though. I mean, like when Black Sabbath was bottoming out, probably a lot of people were thinking like, okay, if he croaks now, his legacy will be intact. He carried on for 40 more years and got even more popular.
He's I would say a pretty rare case.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, that just speaks to, how impressive, a lot of people with the reality TV series dismissed him as a goofball and a clown and on a different level.
He essentially was portrayed
right.
as such,
and he kind of was, but also from a musical standpoint, if anything, he got even more popular. Always surrounded himself with top tier musicians, never really embarrassed himself.
No.
Ever.
No, that's true.
So you never know.
You never know. It's happened, but
well, I mean, I've heard people say that about John F. Kennedy. If he hadn't died when he did, his legacy would not be what it is. That's of course speculation, but I've heard people say that about him.
No, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
And then, it's easy to say, but
I mean,
the opposite could happen.
Sure.
Go on to reach even greater heights.
Well, one thing we know for sure is that Jimi Hendrix would have made a bad fusion album. That's all but a certainty.
I can't remember the exact quote now. I think this was a Doug Stanhope joke from many years ago that I listened to or saw on something. So I'm going to totally paraphrase it and ruin it. But I think of this whenever someone brings that up, where he said something along those lines that, like, if these people didn't die when they did, eventually they would have ruined their legacies. And he said something about how Jimi Hendrix would have been performing at the Super Bowl with Backstreet Boys or something, or whatever. Like, I forgot what the reference was, but like, it would have been like, and ladies and gentlemen, Jimi Hendrix, and he comes out in the middle
1,000% would have been a definite possibility that would have happened. Absolutely.
So it's interesting to speculate. You never know, but could have happened. But ladies and gentlemen, if you disagree with us, we're so sorry.
That's just the fucking way it is.
I don't know what to tell you. From one Paul to the other. Deal with it. Rogers.
Yeah, but we didn't get to hear from the other Paul.
Which one?
Going to the other round. Nope.
No, there's no need for that today. Well, Nick, do you think we should take a break for
yeah, I think the people want it.
To maybe get some bread? What do you think?
Yes.
Let's get it, y'all.
We'll be right back after these words.
I don't get yards of questions. Motherfucker, I give them.
Swing away.
Yes, Chief.
Welcome to Yardo Questions. You're going to love it here. One of my very favorite places to be here on the ship. Is the whole thing going to be a cruise ship now? Maybe it is.
What?
Pot of Thunder. People are doing the conga line around.
You can say it is. Kiss broke down that wall.
Yeah.
Of actually having to be on. Years ago, in Hammond, Indiana.
Yep.
They were able to have gambling just as long as the ship was tethered.
Right.
Yeah, it had to be on water. Right.
So that was a workaround.
Yeah.
Kiss has now made it possible to be on a cruise with no ship
in a
anywhere
desert.
nearby in a desert. So once again,
So
the Kiss machine has innovated.
wow. Just when you thought they were done.
This might be the greatest thing they've ever done.
Could be. Where's it at?
I don't know.
One of those.
I don't know anything.
One of those
about,
places.
The Sands Hotel.
There
I don't
you go.
know.
All right. Well.
Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas.
Okay. All right. Well, this week's Yardo Questions comes to us from Mike Corey.
Oh,
Hey, Mike.
That's a new name.
That's a new name.
I like it.
Mike says, I spent weeks thinking of and perfecting 3 high-quality questions,
Wow.
only to realize that they had all been asked before by other listeners. So here are 3 lame ones I thought up quick. Enjoy.
Well, this could be life changing.
All right, Mike.
This could change the game.
Question 1. Some friends and I were discussing what we consider to be perfect albums while having a few beers the other night. These are albums that have absolutely no filler, and every song is or could be released as a single. Interestingly, none of our albums were on another list. Mike's list was Boston, debut album, Van Halen, debut album, and AC/DC's Back in Black. Do you have any albums that you would consider to be perfect?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh.
I certainly do. I mean, Purple and Tiny Music by Stone Temple Pilots.
But not the not Core, huh?
I think Core would work. I guess. So he mentioned Van Halen.
Yeah.
I guess was Eruption a single? I guess if we say instrumental stuff like that, because all the STP albums have some sort of instrumental song like that. But yeah, you could put Core on the list. I'd say number 4 is pretty close, but let's see, something non-STP that's perfect. That's going to be tough.
Oh,
No,
hey, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
No, I mean, let's see. That's perfect.
What about Blizzard of Oz?
Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman both work under those criteria. I would dare say No More Tears works under that criteria.
Wow.
Every song on that could be a single. A lot of them were.
Yeah.
I mean, almost all of them. Even, what was it? Mr. Tinkerman?
That's right. Funky Winker Bean.
God bless you, Bob Caruso. He said, I don't know if it was autocorrect, but he texted Andy and I, or messaged us, and it was Mr. Tinkerman, and Andy said Funky Winker Bean, and I, on my end, I lost it, started laughing out loud, but yeah, those are a few. I don't know if I'll think of any others. I'll hand it over to Chris.
Yeah, I think, we've listed off a bunch of them already. I think the ones that I could think of, it might be a little against the grain or under the radar, but also in keeping with the continuing tribute to Ozzy vibes. I'm going to say all 3 Badlands albums. It's not a bad cut on any of them, all 3.
Wow.
The first 2 are out of print because of the lawsuit surrounding Ray Gillen's behavior, but Dusk is on the streaming services. Great stuff. And I also say that probably the three of the greatest album openers are all Badlands songs.
Wow.
High Wire, The Last Time, and Healer. Awesome. So, I mean, they're obvious choices like the ones already mentioned, but to go a little against the grain, I'm going to say those 3.
All right. Question 2. Is there a style of rock music that you disdain? For example, I can't stand grunge. Whenever a traditional grunge artist, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, etc., comes on the radio, I immediately have to turn the station. For the sake of discussion, only include rock music, not others like country, rap, hip hop, others, etc. What have you?
To try to drive my point home a little more, it's pretty blurry these days. What's rock and what's rap and what's country in some instances. But to answer the question, the post-grunge stuff,
Yeah.
there is literally one song that I like from that entire genre.
Really?
Well, I'll say two. I'm not going to say what the second one is because I'm hoping it will be an episode
Okay.
in these not too somewhat distant but not too distant future.
Okay.
But from that whole genre of music, yeah, maybe like two songs that I've ever heard where I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. There's just something about the production. There's something about the overproduction of it.
Can you tell
What's
us
the one song
Yeah.
you like?
I like the song "Hero" off of the first Spider-Man soundtrack, which had
Josie Scott and Chad Kroger.
yes.
Hell no! Trash ass.
I like that song. I think that's a good chorus, and it breaks away from the pack in that genre. And I know that genre has been going strong for decades.
Way
at this
too
point.
long.
Well, it's become what is my choice, and it's what's known as active rock.
Sure.
What they call butt rock nowadays, I think, is a term that incorporates all of it.
I forgot about butt rock
Yeah.
from a couple months ago or whatever
Yeah.
that was.
But
butt
let me tell
rock.
you why I hate active rock is because one, any genre that includes Five Finger Death Punch automatically sucks in historic fashion to me. And the other thing is, and Nick talks about production, every new hard rock song has those computerized drums. The drums sound the same on every fucking release I've heard from that genre. It's just, there's no creativity in the production. There's no personality from the drummers.
Not to
Hate
just
that.
constantly keep going back to Ozzy, but just from like a lot of us listening to that stuff again for the first time in a while after what happened, Ozzy passing and that whole big last concert, everything. I was listening to Volume 4 and I'm like, man, this sounds like a band.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
drums sound like a great set of drums.
well, in Volume 4, I've always said it is Bill Ward's finest hour.
Yeah.
Drumming on that album is off the chart.
Yep.
But you can hear what the drum kit sounds like. You can
Yep.
hear the personality of the drummer's style. That is all out the window
It's
nowadays
gone, yeah.
with modern hard rock.
It's not that far off from modern pop music where it's every possible sound is layered on there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think of when I'm thinking of like down-tuned hard rock, which for a while bothered me because everything, you'd even have like these bands who'd been popular in the 80s coming out with newer stuff in the last 20
Yeah.
years, and it all sounds down-tuned. The foundation of it is all down-tuned, open, we'll call it E, but whatever it's down-tuned to, palm muting. That's what it was, and it bothered me for a while because I would think like, man, throw on a Megadeth album
Yeah.
and you're gonna get I mean, I'm assuming Megadeth is standard E tuning because to me Megadeth never really, maybe, I don't know, some of their recent stuff if they ever got into that, but like an 80s Megadeth album,
Yeah.
like I would long for that type of guitar sound, that type of playing, that sort of configuration of a hard rock heavy metal guitar over the down tune stuff, and that was just everywhere.
Yeah.
Once like frankly once Korn came in
Yeah.
And that seemed to have an influence.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Well, and I go back to Silverchair Frog Stomp, same kind of thing. But man, once in a while you just want to hear like like a Megadeth album, 80s, 90s Megadeth, and it's like it's just less. Again, nonsense is the word that comes to mind. Like it was everywhere.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it still is.
I guess it still is, but I think some bands are kind of pulling away from it now.
Oh, and
Finally.
you should. Tony Griggs is chiming in here on the chat. You should connect with him about some recommendations because, as he talks about, there is a thing called the new wave of traditional heavy metal, and
Yes, and
bands not tuning down to drop C sharp or whatever the fuck they.
oh yeah, and Tony and I have messaged many times.
Yeah.
and there's a lot of great stuff by bands that nobody will ever hear of, and it's really cool that there's a revival of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Question 3. Of the 4 major professional sports leagues in North America, NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL, which one could you live without? Mine would be the NBA. I can't watch more than 10 seconds of a pro basketball game. I told you these were lame-ass questions. Oh, well. I love the show. Keep up the good work. I think these were very good questions, Mike.
No,
Appreciate
they're
it.
good. Yeah.
You know what? Years ago, well, not even years ago, maybe months ago, I would have said NBA. But Andy's love of Luka Doncic and my preference for Nikola Jokic have kind of revitalized that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said NBA, but right now, if you had to ask me, man, it's a shock to me to even say this, but I would say NHL at this point.
Yeah.
I have not. Hockey was my favorite sport years ago, and right now I can't tell you the last time I watched it or really cared to look into it. I don't know. I have no real reason why, but
You know, I'm gonna have to have the same answer, and I'm the same thing. Hockey was my number one back in the day, but the reason why I would say that now is because of all the Detroit teams. The Red Wings are the worst, and they don't seem to be poised to turn that corner anytime soon. Tigers are back. The Pistons are coming back, and the Lions are always going to, until they win the Super Bowl, I will be obsessed with seeing them win that in my lifetime. So,
well,
let's hope they make it happen soon.
but typically, I mean, I would have said, you know, the NBA is the league that I'm least have traditionally been the least engaged with. Like, my dad never took us to Pistons games, and he actually only took us to Lions preseason games. Baseball and hockey took us all the time. But my favorite teams of any sport of all time are the bad boy Pistons. I mean, those guys, that whole unit, just all the characters and the storylines were just fucking great. So it's like pro basketball, I would have to say in general, is my least favorite of the 4 sports, but my favorite teams of all time are the Pistons from the 89 and 90.
and I would have to say, like, man, like I like just about everybody who's from this area and my age and older. 85 Bears.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I can't tell you the last time I sat down and really cared about an NFL game.
No,
I
didn't watch any last year.
I just don't care. I haven't kept up where I know any players really. And hockey, forget it.
Yeah,
I know
last time I watched-
Ovechnik. That's about it.
well, almost. Ovechkin.
I mean Ovechkin. All these foreigners playing games.
Yeah,
No,
you're
Ovechkin.
right.
Sorry, it's late.
No, I'm with you though. Like, I used to love it. Even, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, it was my favorite sport still. and then now I just haven't watched for so long. I put it on once in a while. I'm like, man, I don't know who's doing what.
Yeah.
I've got no feel for what I'm, like who I should be excited about. I'm just totally lost on it.
And
now.
like NBA and NHL for me, I have zero use whatsoever for any of the regular season.
Yeah.
Once the playoffs start, I'm actually more interested in NBA playoffs these days than NHL.
Yeah.
I'd never, if you asked me this when I was a kid, I would have said this would never happen, but I totally agree with Nick. NHL I could live without.
And I will be watching your beloved Tigers.
Yeah.
Later this
Yeah,
week.
have a good time. It's a wonderful ballpark and cool part of the city.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike, for your Yardo questions. Hey, Mike. If you want to submit a Yardo questions, go to potofthunder.com, click that little widget, and send 3 questions our way. Very much appreciated. And we will be back next week with more Pot of Thunder. A good night. I'm going to get in that bed.
French fried potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes, loaded baked potato for the waffle fries on the rice.
Oh, Jerry's fan clacking. He liked it. Hey, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jerry likes the fan, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lucas slimmed down. They've got a game Friday.
Andy's noticed.
They're
Don't
watching.
worry. Andy's aware of it.
Slovenia is playing. He's playing in whatever, like Eurobasket or whatever this summer. So
that'll be the real
yeah.
test because I don't trust these magazine photos
Right.
with all the airbrushing and
Yeah.
not, which isn't to say that he had nowhere to go, but
Well,
used his condition.
Yeah.
With AI at this point,
Well, there's
you
that
never know.
too, yeah. But
All right, everybody.
let's face it, he was